Rachel, just to answer your question regarding the bachelor's degree, the degree doesn't really matter so much for reading music. It's just whether or not you can. So if you're a musician and you can read music and you're really good at it, then that they don't really care too much about the degree. The degree, in many cases, you could probably chime in on this, Carly.
I love this subject.
In terms of like the creative arts, a lot of times in my experience doesn't really matter as much, because when it comes down to it, can you do it or not?
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Have you experienced anything like that where like it mattered at all?
Actually, recently I've experienced that only because like we chatted before we started to go live here about, I just recently did a contract in Dubai as, a different position. I wasn't the performer. And applying for similar positions like that to choreograph and teach for companies and studios, certain countries require you to have a degree to be given a work visa. Which I understand, the country is smart for making certain very specific guidelines because then they're not everybody coming in and working. Yeah. But even the program that I went to a musical theater program. I left. I don't have a certificate. I didn't finish. It was not what I wanted it to be. I didn't want to go.
Are you interested in learning the 7 alarming things that cruise ship contracts are hiding in the fine print? Go to shiplifetv.com/contract secrets and find out for free. Because one of the biggest problems that I see with new hires is that they don't know what they're signing up for. And they show up on day one and they're expected to know everything that's in a 6-page legal contract. So go to shiplifetv.com/contract secrets to watch almost an hour's worth of free content where I break down a 6-page contract and you can learn everything that you need to about vacation, schedule, pay, overtime, benefits, and so much more. That's shiplifetv.com/contract secrets to become a member of the Shiplife TV community and get free access to the crew library. Now back to the video.
I had the same mindset as you. I was like, I don't care. This piece of paper is not going to get me a job. If I can't dance, sing, and act, they don't care. Why am I going to waste 4 years paying when I could get paid to do this? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
My dad's been working since he was 15. So I was, using that card as many times as I could. Yeah. But it's not a thing in the performing industry. I mean, I haven't come across it. Somebody might be in the comments going, whoa, whoa, whoa. But, for teaching, it's a little bit different. And it's unfortunate. Like I said, the musical theater program that I went to was not a degree program because they only offer that program in colleges here in Canada. So it would have been a certificate. So had I finished my schooling, I still wouldn't have been able to work in Singapore. Yeah. So it's all hearsay. I do believe that you should do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to tell people not to go to school, but I just didn't see the point. I have a fabulous vocal teacher that I just had a session with this week who's in Saskatchewan now. I mean, thank you to Zoom. We've realized all these cool things that we can do. Yep. I would rather pay her because I know how great she is and I know how I work with her than to go pay X amount of thousands of dollars a year for new voice teachers that I've never met and I don't know how they're going to work with me. Right. So invest in you as a performer to continue to better yourself however you think that's best. But it's your money. So
yeah, absolutely. I think that the idea of investing in yourself as a performer, as you said, is the most important thing you can do as a performer just in general. For example, right when it comes down to it, the certificate from an outside perspective, certificate, degree, whatever it may be, it's all theoretical until you can display your skill set. So, Rachel, I hope that answers your question.
Which that might be different going forward in life. I mean, I might kick myself when I'm 45 and looking for a different type of job. And it doesn't matter what kind of degree I have, but I just need a degree because I don't have that. Right. So now as I sit here still wanting to perform and work in this industry, I don't see it's necessary, but it might do you good in the future.
Right. And that's not to say that it was a complete waste for anybody who did end up getting it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I have friends who went to like Berkeley or like UCLA or something like that, and they're amazing musicians and they have great programs, and the program itself helped turn them into the musician and the performer that they are. So,
really research the program, because had I had I not made the decision I did to go to where I went to school, maybe it would have ended up differently, but I did not jive with the program that I was in, and I didn't want to stay. So
right. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, just to kind of circle back around, Rachel, it's really just a matter of, because you're going to do an audition. And so during the audition, they're going to see whether or not you can do it. So you should just make sure you practice.